Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Cogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right. I'm your super host because I get to interview the most coolest people that are out there. I mean, we're talking about people from all walks that are making their impact in the community. I mean, we just had on Tiki Barber. Yeah, he was the guy with New York Giants for 10 years, breaking records, now co-founder of Grove Group Management. And later on, we're going to have on, are you ready for this? The Quincy Jones. I mean, amazing. Just what things that he's done. But let's get started with our next hero. First of all, it's all about esports. And if you haven't heard about esports, well, guess what? You will after this interview. It's like gaining grounds like you wouldn't believe. We have, and by the way, too, thank you for the feedback we continue to have from the creator of Guitar Hero, the video game Guitar Hero. Make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. It is the only place where entrepreneurs line. All right, we've got with us Max Capitano. He's a gamer. He's the owner of Team Hue. And you could reach him on Instagram by going to @team.hue. That's HUE if you're like me and don't know how to spell. @team.hue, HUE. All right, Max, first of all, your Instagram account is just blowing up. I mean, you've got so many followers, it's just growing every day. What's the magic behind having your Instagram grow exponentially?
Well, my goal for my team, and I want the page to become a motivation for other players and gamers to look at our page and have the opportunity to maybe one day join our team.
So talk to us about, like, why what it means to join a team.
What it means to join a team is like a team, to my eyes or in another person's eyes, would be like a family. They're like internet friends. And then like my goal is to one day become an org and meet an IRL tournament, have a house. That's my goal. But a team is like a family, like a group of friends in my eyes.
I love it how fast did you ever imagine that your Instagram followers would just like skyrocket?
No, sir.
Talk to me about esports in general. Just like, why do you think there's such an attraction to esports?
My opinion on esports is I think that it's going somewhere because kids are enjoying the games that people produce, like Fortnite, Call of Duty. They're all over the news, and all kids want to be a part of a team that they can share the same interests with on the people that like the games or just people in that same category of gaming. You know what I mean? When I say that.
What's like the most popular, what would you say is like the most popular game right now?
Probably between Fortnite and the new Call of Duty that's coming out will be the top two in my opinion.
Now you mentioned too about, is the goal of a lot of teams to get a team house? Is that like the ultimate goal, or talk to me about that? And also too, for our listeners that may not know or understand what a team house is, explain that too.
My goal is a team house. That means like a house where my contracted players who compete in tournaments for my team, they live and they go compete in tournaments, and then they stay in my house, on the team house is what I'm trying to say.
How do you decide, or is there tryouts for it, or how do you select who is...
We have an RC, an open RC. You post your clips and we check you out, and then we'll either submit you through YouTube and our managers will decide to pick you up or contact you from there, and then that's how we pick up our players and find our players.
Got it. And again, we're talking with Max Capitano. He's a gamer. He's the owner of Team Hue. You could reach him on Instagram @team.hue. I mean, his Instagram's just it's just skyrocketing. I mean, even as we're talking, I mean, there's just people, constantly following it and stuff. And again, you're listening with me, David Cogan, host of the Eliances Heroes show. Go to Eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. Eliances.com, because it is the only place where entrepreneurs align. And of course, we're going to have Max's interview posted on our website at Eliances.com, so make sure that you check that out and stuff. So Max, let's talk more about the esports and that, and Fortnite, because you said that that's certainly one of the most popular. What are some of the secrets for players to get better at the game? I mean, is there, like, what are some of the things that you could share, like right now, gamers who are listening, or parents that have children that, you know, want to get better at the game and stuff? What are some of the things that they could do?
My opinion, if you're a parent and you want your son to improve or your daughter to improve, practice. If they don't have school, then try to practice on the weekends. And then if you're trying to become a pro, practice your tournaments and make sure that you play with your friends a lot. If they're better than you can improve off them, but never stop grinding to become better at what you want to become. That's my word.
What about any special tips on anything with the controllers and stuff? Because I see, you know, there's a variety of different controllers. There's things that you can add on. I mean, any type of hardware that would increase the ability for someone to play better?
I mean, there's aimbot, but that's considered cheating in the realm of gaming. That's like cheating. So, I mean, you really have to learn the control. If you're going to play controller, you have to learn that first. And then if you want to learn keyboard, that's going to take longer, but that will be the better option in the long run.
Do you have a lot of people that reach out to you on Instagram that say, hey, I'd like to be part of your team, I'd like to be part of the core? I mean, do you get a lot of those?
Yes, sir, a lot of those.
How do you filter through, how do you like go through them all and, you know, decide? Because, I mean, with how many followers you have, which again is growing incrementally as we're interviewing you and stuff, how do you have the time to be able to answer them all?
Well, I try to answer mostly every single DM I can with my time. And if I can't, I try to have my managers answer a couple hundred DMs a day or something like that along that line when I'm not on.
All
so,
right.
I mean, try to keep it as I can keep as many DMs as responding to as many as I can is basically what I'm trying to say, sir.
Great. And Max, last is, how did you come up with the name Team Hue?
Funny story, I was sitting in class one day, and my English teacher was talking about colors and shades, and she said hue. So I was like, this would be a good idea for a team because I know there's no teams called Team Hue. So that's really how the idea came up for me becoming Hue.
And did you design the logo too?
No, one of my players did, and we paid him for the logo. So the logo is ours, but we're probably going to revamp it soon because we're approaching a big mass following, and we want to just surprise people with a
awesome
logo and stuff like that.
Awesome. Well, can't wait to see it. Well, Max, you're bringing the world of gaming to the forefront, creating an epic following in the world of esports gaming. That's a hero. Max, creator and owner of Team Hue. Reach out to him on Instagram at team.hue. This is David Cogan with Eliances.